So, what do we do when the goal seems impossible? In the book Confidence Gap, Russ Harris tells the story of a really interesting climbing expedition. Joe Simpson went on a mountain climbing expedition with his friend in the Peruvian Andes. It was an ice climbing expedition in the cold mountains in the Andes. And during the descent, Joe fell through a crevasse in the mountain, and his climbing partner actually thought that Joe could not have survived the fall, so he cut off the rope connecting the two of them and left him for dead. However, Joe actually survived. He was miraculously alive, but his right leg was shattered as a result of the fall. Now, most climbers would have given up and died because there's no real hope of surviving in those cold, icy, unforgiving conditions, these mountainous terrains in the Andes. There was no help in sight. His friend had already left, and he was left with a broken leg, and he was not even able to stand up or walk. Well, even with everything that was going on against him, he dragged himself down the mountain, down the icy terrain for 60 hours. And all he did was try to find the footprints of his partner, and he dragged himself down those footprints. And he passed out numerous times because of the excruciating pain and exhaustion and hunger and all those things. He was completely wiped out, but he kept on dragging himself down, and he lost 42 pounds in 3 days, but he made it back to the base camp. Now, the interesting thing, the really fascinating thing is really how he managed to do that. How did he manage to drag himself down all the way from the mountains when most climbers would have just given up at that point, because there was almost no way of climbing down a mountain when you have lost your leg, when your leg is shattered and you can't even stand up. You have a broken leg. Well, here's what Joe Simpson did, and it's fascinating how he did it. He had a stopwatch, and he would set his countdown timer for 20 minutes, and he would give himself a target in the distance to get to every 20 minutes. And then he would crawl all the way to the target for 20 minutes. And often he would pass out because of the pain, because of the exhaustion from the shattered leg. Often he would fail to meet that goal that he had set for himself for the next 20 minutes. And sometimes he was delirious because he was so exhausted and he was in so much pain that he just was delirious from everything that was going on. But he kept on crawling. And he made it a game for himself. He kept on setting that 20-minute timer every time, kept on setting the 20-minute timer, and he kept on setting that goal, kept on moving. And as a result of that, he made it all the way down to the base camp just in time before his friend was leaving. And as a result, he survived the whole thing. Now, there are quite a few really important lessons in this whole thing, especially consider the fact that at this point, when he had fallen down the crevasse and he had a broken leg, it felt like it was impossible. He wasn't going to be able to survive this whole mountainous terrain, but he still made it. And the lesson, really, when the goal seems impossible, one of the most important things you can do is break down your seemingly impossible goal into a small, measurable achievable chunks. Make it a game for yourself, just like what Joe Simpson was doing. He was setting himself that 20-minute timer, looking at some goal in the destination and trying to achieve it. And all you need to do now, make it a game for yourself, take action, and even if you fail again and again, you keep taking action again and again. And the key thing here is to focus on what you can do. Focus on what you can do and not on what you cannot do. Let go of all the things you cannot control or improve on, like the harsh mountainous conditions, the unforgiving environment, the brutal cold, the broken leg, the fact that he cannot even walk or stand up on his leg. He let go of all of that. He just focused on what he could do, what he could improve on. And that's all he continued to do. Another really important lesson is that even when you have set these small, seemingly you've broken it down to really small, measurable chunks, even then you will fail. You will fail again and again, and it's still our job to keep on going. Another really important lesson is that every step, he didn't say, oh my God, I have so much crawling to do for the next 60 hours. He just focused on the next action. He just focused on the next step, kept on taking action. Another really important lesson in this whole thing is he was taking action guided by his values, not by his feelings. He might be disheartened. He might have felt like there is no way I will survive this mountain. But his value was courage. I will act in alignment with my courage. Let's keep doing the work. Let's keep living a courageous life. And that's what he did. He took action guided by his values, not by his feelings. Now, great book that I highly recommend that I've also summarized in this Mental Toughness Pack is The Executive Toughness by Jason Selk, in which he talks about relentless solution focus. Whenever you are faced with a problem, whenever you're faced with a challenge, you need to focus on the solution. I have linked the mind map right here so you can check it out. Relentlessly focusing on the solution, not on the problem. Most people do what's called problem-centric thinking, PCT. But what we need to do is focus on the solution. Focus on finding that little improvement, that little +1, instead of focusing on the -10 or -20 or whatever you might be. Here is the whole relentless solution focus idea in the book Executive Toughness. But the key here is always, you can almost visualize. Let me show you in the book Executive Toughness. He talks about, you can visualize a mental chalkboard. On one side are the problems you're facing, all the obstacles you're facing. On the other side is a solution. And all you need to do is ask yourself, what's the one thing I can do that can make the situation better? Just look for that +1 solution. Any improvement in the current situation, relentlessly looking for that +1 because it's always there. Not focusing on the problem, but on the relentless solution focus. Just that little one little improvement, one little step at a time, exactly what Joe Simpson did. And that's how you can literally, even when the goal seems impossible, you can find a way forward. What you just learned is one of the 250 plus mental toughness tips, tools, and strategies in our Mental Toughness book summary pack, where I have summarized the greatest books ever written on turning crisis into victory. You see, right now, as we're going through a global crisis, this is the most important skill we all need to develop, the ability to turn any crisis or hardship into victory. And that is why, for a limited time, I'm offering a steep discount on this Mental Toughness Summary Pack, which contains over 250 strategies on turning crisis into victory. However, this discount expires after Friday, May 1st. Let me tell you a little more about it. In the Mental Toughness Pack, you will learn how to crush obstacles, how to overcome challenges, and turn hardships into advantage, how to perform at your best under stress, pressure, and anxiety, how to build a warrior mindset so that you will become unstoppable, how to become truly courageous, how to handle life's challenges like a stoic, how to program your mind for extreme mental toughness, and most importantly, how to turn crisis into victory. All of this wisdom comes from the greatest mental toughness books ever written by some of the toughest people to have ever lived. From Stoic philosophers from 2,000 years ago to Holocaust survivors to world-class athletes, Harvard and Stanford University professors, world-class psychologists, research scientists, peak performance coaches, psychotherapists, spiritual leaders, Navy SEALs, MMA fighters, and so on and so forth. So, if you want access to over 250 great ideas just like the one you watched in this video, head on over to 2000books.com/extreme and use the coupon code YouTube to get this discount. The discount expires after Friday, May 1st, and the link is also in the description below. By the way, we have over 10 hours of no fluff mental toughness video and audio content in the Mental Toughness Pack, and you can check out samples of those videos at 2000books.com/extreme. Now, I want to make this a no-brainer offer for you. So I'm going to take away all of your risk. Here is all you need to do. Try out the Mental Toughness Pack for the next 180 days. If you do not feel that this Mental Toughness Pack has helped you overcome this crisis and adversity in any way, just let us know and we will refund you every penny you paid for it. Every single penny. So just head on over to 2000books.com/extreme and use the coupon code YouTube to get this discount. The discount expires after Friday, May 1st. All right, guys, I'm looking forward to helping you turn this crisis into victory.